I've got some great guests here today. I'm going to start from my left and introduce ourselves.
For those that know, Shep, short from his second name. Many aliases, but still Shep.
Okay, to my right.
Yeah, my name is Chyna, the man and voice, the most relevant right now. You probably see me online, you know. Make sure you go check out my YouTube. My name is Chyna.
My name's Niki, but you probably know me as OG Niki. Yeah.
Big Karlito, probably seen me go viral before, but yeah, man, we're here again, innit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, yeah.
All right, so we know why we're here, guys. Let's get to it. So I kind of want to find out what is pro-black and what is the pro-black movement. So if we could start with Shep. Let's know, bro. What does pro-black mean to you?
A definition of well, it's very hard when you're from dual heritage. So pro-black for me is for those that don't see any other integration with other communities and cultures, and probably just thinking about themselves as a community, like just as one. But that's never been the case in all the centuries in history ever. So everyone's gonna have them different opinions. But me personally, pro-black is not looking at any other cultures and differences. You just focus on your own thing, which is obviously people got their own opinions on that. But I'm dual heritage, so I could be pro-Irish, I could be pro-Jamaican, I could be. There's no such thing as pro-black.
If you were going to be one, though, would you be more pro-Jamaican?
No, I would be me.
All right, so
and that is dual heritage all the way.
Yeah, I disagree with what you were saying, but I understand slightly because he's... So, what's your background? So,
Jamaican, Indian, Irish, so dual heritage.
Yeah.
So there's no right and there's no left. Unfortunately, for those that have dual heritage, we're in the middle.
Stuck in the middle.
So we get questioned all the time. Would you be this? Yeah. Would you be that? If I'm walking down the road, then I'm classed as a black man.
I'll just put, you just took the words out of my mouth. So what I was going to say is, when I see you, you have to tell me that.
Yeah, I'd have to explain why. Most people think I'm Asian, but I'm not.
No, but... Yeah, so, like, but when I look at you, I'll see a black man.
Yeah.
You would have the same experience as me. When the police look at us, we're going to get a similar. So a lot of times when I never negate from someone's upbringing or someone's where they're from, that's where you're from. But if you went to Ireland and to that place, would you be treated like someone from Ireland? So that's just a separate conversation. But let me get back to what pro-black is for me. So pro-black doesn't mean anti-white. So let me just say that again. So being pro-black does not mean you're anti-white or anti-Asian, anti-Jewish. It does not mean anything. It just means that you want self-preservation first and your people first. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There seems to be something that gets pushed, I think more towards white people, especially in the Englishmen. There's a sense of feeling they can't be pro-English. They can't have national pride. Yeah. When they put the England flags outside, they get labelled a racist and all types of... Yeah, just because of a flag, right? But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with an Englishman wanting to be prideful and loving his people?
In his own country?
Yeah? Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. So pro-black, essentially, the pro-black movement, essentially, is about putting your black people first. So initially, you had Black Wall Street, black communities. So let's talk about the after slavery, right? Okay, cool. So we had slavery times, after slavery, then segregation, and the black people were together. And we was unified, and we had communities, and you had the Black Wall Street, we had banks. It's very well known, okay? And then, obviously, when they introduced the welfare state, things started to change slightly in America. So pro-black only means that you want to look after your people first. So so pro-black for me only means that you care about your people first. So I don't think that you need to even say you're pro-black. See, you just need to be pro-black. And what is pro-black? Okay, it's how you move. So, for example, you would set up businesses and hire black employees. You would have a black family, because one of the things that people say is, can you be pro-black but you sleep white? Can you really, truly?
Yeah. Wait, we'll get to you, Carlos. Yeah, let him land. Anyway.
So when people are talking about pro-black, these are some of the things they say. But there are a lot of communities that are pro whatever they are. So, for example, Asian people, you can be pro-Asian, but they don't have to say they're pro-Asian. The way they move shows they're pro-Asian. They marry Asian women in their Asian businesses. They work with other Asian business people. So that in itself shows you're pro yourself. If you're looking at... Wait, hold on. Hold on. In the Jewish community, they work together, yeah? Okay? In the Jewish community, they don't have their own police. They have their own... I'm from North London, Stamford Hill. Come to Stamford Hill and you see, yeah, they work... So they pro-Jewish. They don't have to say we're pro-Jewish. They just... The actions that they do show they pro-Jewish.
Yes.
Okay, so... If you are pro for your community, you don't have to scream and say it. The actions that you do will show that what you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what you just said about Jewish, right? And the only reason why they can do that is because they're allowed to do it.
Keep that thought. We're going to get to that. I want everyone to kind of define it
Yeah, I know
themselves, and then we can all go into it. Ladies first.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks. Well, for me, I kind of disagree. Because again, with China, like yourself, Shep, I'm dual heritage. So I'm 3/4 black, I'm a quarter white. My mum's mixed race. It's you know what it is? It's luck of the draw because growing up by black people, black girls, Jamaican girls and that.
Sorry, what's your background, sorry?
I'm 3/4 black, quarter white. So my mum's mixed race, my dad's black. Okay. So Jamaican, Bayesian and Irish. That's my little mix. But it's just, to me, I have to disagree because for one, I've got all that mix. Number two, the most pro-black person I know is my white nan. Yeah. My white nan, I'll be honest, my white nan, she's 70 years old. She was kicked out of her family for having black kids. Irish, she was kicked out of her family for having black kids. Yeah. And she trotted along, found herself in Borsalif all the way from Worcester and raised these black kids and ended up having 4 of them. And she made them so pro, they're all mixed race, half black, half white. She made them so pro-black. Half my mum's pictures from when she's younger, she's in like Black Panther T-shirts and so pro-black. So then I was raised pro-black. As far as I was concerned, I'm black. When I was growing up, I said, I'm going to have black kids. What other colour kids am I going to have? And my son, he's black. So obviously my dad's black, that's all I know. But then I grew up and I met other black people. And I got told... it's not swear words, but I got told I was a half-breed. Yeah. I get that frequently. Yeah. I'm actually 3/4 black. It's rude anyway, because my dog's a breed. I got 2 different breed dogs. I'm a dual heritage person, a mix of races. But yeah, half-breed's a common one that black people like to call me, and I just think it's ignorant because I'm too light to be black.
But white people call you that as well?
I went to Turves Green Girls' School in Kings Norton, and there was only 3 black people in my year. I didn't actually realise I was an outcast until I turned around and looked up, and I'm like, okay. And there, I had to be pro-black. They used to say things to me like, why'd you speak funny? I'm like, I don't. Because I'll go to my dad's house in Winson Green and my family's saying, you sound like a white girl. So for me, being dual heritage, what is pro-black? Yeah. Where's my point of origin? Where do I begin? I'm pro-me. Mm-hmm. I am pro-black. But then there is a percentage of the black community that will tell me I don't qualify. Because my nan is white. And you know when we had the Mark Duggan riots in Birmingham, I remember I'm coming through town after the riots, like everyone's, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Who do I see standing at the bottom of the ramp with Buddhist beads, chanting? My white nan. I said, Nan, what are you doing here?
Can I just say something? I just want to say yeah. So, shout out to your nan. And I don't believe just because you're white. I've never said that because you're white you can't be pro-black. There's lots of white people that throughout history were integral to the black movement. It couldn't have happened, right? So that's not what we're speaking about. You can be white and be pro-black. Lots of white people are pro-black. That's not what we're speaking about.
But if being pro-black is putting black people first.
Yeah. So where do we fit?
So how can you be pro-white? How can you be white and pro-black? But you're black and you're pro-black.
But sorry to
So you can say that you're black and you're pro-white and you're pro-this and you're pro-that, but your definition of being pro-black was putting black people first, going to black shops first.
The mic.
Supporting black businesses first and doing all them things. So if we're doing all that first, then white people come second. Yeah. We're not pro-white.
No.
Asian people come second.
Okay.
Pro-black.
Okay.
So you can't sit on the fence.
Okay. The mic issues.
You can't sit on the fence with being pro anything because There's a fine line.
Sorry, can I just say something?
Yeah, go on.
Unless you dual heritage.
What is pro-black though? Like, this word's been thrown around so much, but what is
Oh,
pro?
wait, then cool. So, Niki's
wait,
kind of landed.
let me finish,
What's
please.
your definition? Just give me a little, what do you think it should be?
I don't know what the word means, bro, because
Say less,
everyone's
say
got
less.
their own...
To you.
Yeah, no. I don't know what the word means because everyone's got their own opinions about of being pro-black, bro.
Yeah.
So
you get me?
hang on, sorry. So when
Like,
when they say pro-black, is that short for professional black?
Nah.
Like-
This is
I know it sounds mad, but what?
so-
no, but what? Promoting black, promotional black.
Promotion, like pro, like I'm for black people.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
But then
though.
that's what I'm saying,
But this
so-
is the thing, though.
You
You
are
see
for
how
black
every-
people. Do you have a black? You had a black. Your children have a black father, right?
Yeah, must
You're
be.
pro-black.
But you see,
Your nan was pro-black. Do you know why she was pro-black? Because she had black kids.
But this is the thing, though. Everyone's got their own opinions and about being pro-black. But the way that the word's pushed out there is like, yo, you have to be all for the people. You can't date outside your race and all these kind of things. But she's just said,
Is exactly how it is.
white nan, pick up your nan. As fought for our people, bro.
Bro, you can date. Listen, you can date outside your race. This is okay. Listen.
But that's how the
No. Okay. All right. You can date outside of your race, yeah, but you cannot be the leader of the movement. Okay, so you can. This is the thing.
But why not?
But why not though?
Why not?
Hold on. I'll tell you why. Because you will not find any other leader of any other community with someone outside of the community that's leading it. So here's the thing, okay? For example, I'll take it away from men. For women, Kamala Harris, for example, they want to sell you she's a black woman, right?
Yeah, of course.
Asian,
Yeah.
whatever. But her husband is white. So it tells me the man that she chooses to lay down with every single night, the man that dictates to her, how she looks at men, the people that lead her, it lets me know she doesn't have our interests at heart, bro.
That's
Trust
what
me.
she chooses, isn't it? Yeah.
No, because it lets me know about who you choose to lay down with in the family you build, okay? So, for example, if you want to be taken serious and want to be a leader in the black, you love who you want, bro. Love who you want. But the first thing they're going to do when you're talking about you're pro-black and you have yourself someone who isn't of your race or for your culture, they're going to use that to discredit you, my guy. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, of course.
Why does that?
Well, yeah, why? Why do we do that as... Hold on, Nikki. Let me...
No, because
Hold on, let me talk,
No,
guys.
because how can you be? The whole idea is, yeah. How can you say you're pro anything? You don't even want to sleep with your own woman. You don't even love your own race enough to sleep with a woman. Hold on a second. You say you're pro-black, yeah, but you're not even willing to lay down and sleep with a black woman. Do you know how brazen that is?
No, it's not willing though, because if you're just falling in love with another race, then you just fall in love with another race. It's not about being willing, of course.
You pick who you fuck. Come on, don't do that,
Of
bro.
course you do.
Come on.
China.
You pick who you
If I'm in a room-
pick the girls
Bro,
that you move to.
if
Men
I'm in a
pick.
room-
Women have to wait for the mans that to pick. Unless you're waiting for all these white things to move to you, you choose to go and pick. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you cannot be the leader of the black movement and you have a white wife, bro, because the first thing they're going to say is, bro, he's got a white wife.
That's the problem with black people. That's the black issue, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Like, why is it an issue? Like, if he's a great leader and he's with a white woman, oh my God, he can't lead, man. That's pathetic, bro. That's stupid.
You're China, this said.
Because as well, sorry, Shep, yes. Because as well, like, and it's really starting to pee me off as well.
Go, bro.
And it's people like Dr. Umar.
Go, lad.
Because, yo, like, I don't understand why it's such a big problem to like other women, or like if it's a white man like it or a black man like it, or white, yeah. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't understand why it's such a problem to like other race. But then you got people like Dr. Umar and other people that are pro-black saying, "Oh, you can't do that because you're not for the culture. Why can't you be for the culture and still
No, you can be. You
and
can
still
be.
like a white woman? Or
No, you
still
can't.
like an Asian
No,
woman,
bro,
or still like an-
no, bro, you can.
Can you not be
No,
for the
bro,
culture?
He's not saying that.
I'm not direct to that you, my boy.
No,
I'm just
He's
saying
not saying that.
No,
He's
sorry.
saying you just can't be a leader
Yeah.
to the community.
No, bro, listen.
You can, but then my point being was this. I was going to say to you. You said earlier when you're on about the Asian community, they'll only have their own lead in their community.
I didn't say, oh, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying they
Yeah.
wouldn't be outside their race. Okay, then why the hell is Rishi Sunak fucking Prime Minister of England?
What do you mean?
Because he's not white English, is he?
Oh, wait. Oh, perfect.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying as a leader.
Shep, perfect
As a
example.
leader.
Richie Sunak is a lovely example. Yes, let's do. I like that you brought up Richie Sunak because who is Richie Sunak's wife? What colour is she? Wait, hold on a second.
She's the same race as
Okay then.
But
wait. No. But if I go and pull up all the black MPs that are in power, they all have white wives. Okay, so how come the Asian men can have Asian wives and the white men all pick white wives, but when the black men go into the Houses of Parliament, they have to pick... Okay, so you literally brought up Richie, and his wife is a billionaire. Richie Sunak's wife is a billionaire, you know that, right?
Yeah.
And they've got that Asian link. So yes, the first Asian prime minister and the first Asian first lady, who's going to be a lady now, and the first Asian kids are in there. But if that was a black guy, it would have been, and that's why they made such a big deal about Obama being there, because he had a black wife and the optics was good. The optics that it puts out to the community. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't love who you love, bro. Love whoever you want. But if you start to get criticism or people start saying stuff, you have to understand why.
Now, but China, but this is the thing though, bro. You see how you're putting it?
Yeah.
That's not how it's pushed out, bro.
How do you mean?
Like, the word pro-black, is pushed out, Like,
Us against them.
Like
if it's not us, it's nothing.
That's how it comes across all the time.
You get me? Like,
So you have to make decisions.
Where'd you get that from?
Because people like Dr. Umar and the internet, bro.
Okay.
People have their own interpretations.
Get one where to jump on the bandwagon.
So I think Dr. Umar is very militant. Yeah, we all know Dr. Umar is very militant. Yeah, he's very militant. And you know, America's got a very different race heritage as this country, right?
Outlook on it.
Yeah, it's a lot different right there. Yeah, but essentially, he's radical. Yes, he's radical. But essentially, I would have no problem if a white man was saying, "Oh, you know what? I only want to have my daughter to be white men or white kids," or that's what I would have no problem in that. Why would I automatically expect a white man to want to have grandkids that look like Central C when he thought he was gonna get a little? No, I'm being serious, bro. He thought he was gonna get a little coal, and now he got a little, and that because when you have a baby with a black man, his daughter, it changes his DNA automatically, genetics, yeah? In his mind, he had dreams of blonde hair, blue eyes, and that's fine. Everyone has an ideal, and now it's changed. When you have a baby with a white woman, it doesn't do anything other than just lighting up your kids a little bit, which is the same effect a lot of the times you can get with a black woman anyway, right? So cool, there's something different there. So a lot of the times, you don't necessarily... Let me ask you a different question. Would you be bothered having, if you had white grandkids?
I ain't bothered, bro, with my grandkids.
So, okay, let me ask you a question. All right, so you're black, yeah? So where'd you come? Oh, Nigeria, yeah?
No. It's just a football topic.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you're black like me,
From the
right?
Caribbean.
Yeah, Caribbean, yeah, cool. So let's say you had a white woman, yeah? Nothing wrong with that. Cool, because one of my friends' and family's gone through this exact scenario. And then, you know, you have a child you have a mixed race child, cool. Then your child goes and has a baby with a white woman, and then your grandkids who you're going to see essentially now come out white, right? What's that footballer's name? Cole. What's that footballer, man? Who's white, but he's got the granddad that's black, and he was showing the Cole Bennett. Yeah, remember Cole Palmer? Everyone was saying to him, no one believed it was black. He was like, no, I'm mixed. Remember he was saying, oh look, I got this heritage, yeah. So they had to show it, right? Now, I think a lot of times men don't think about that, but because the change is so quick for a white person, they automatically see that. So it's like, oh, in his mind, his grandchild was going to look like this, and now it looks like that. So I say to men, like, would you mind stopping your legacy where you are? And there's nothing wrong with saying no, because I'm black and I want to have black grandkids. Like, I don't want to have white grandkids.
But is that legacy?
This
is that your legacy
though?
Is your genes, your DNA,
Because he doesn't look
your generations. But it doesn't matter who you mix.
Bro, it's done, bro. What legacy have you got? What legacy have you got?
It have to be black to be your legacy.
Bro, if it's not black, it's not you. If he goes from this to what's the name? To that Palmer yeah? If he goes from that, yeah, then your legacy is gone, bro, because then he starts going into school and saying, oh, you know what, my granddad's black. No, he's not. Well, that's what happens.
But don't you believe...
Thank you.
Yeah, but don't you believe in choice, though? So as generations grow, not like, because I'm obviously, years-wise, as generations grow...
Yeah.
Especially in a multicultural environment.
In a multicultural environment, and we try to teach our kids that, you know what, you can make your own choice in life.
Everyone's equal.
Yeah. But what you're actually doing is telling your own children, you can't make your choice.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to be.
make them black.
That's how it's going to
No,
be.
I'm just saying to you, are you prepared? It's a serious question. He is mixed race, okay? He has to tell people where he comes from. They don't believe him, yeah?
That's to justify why.
Okay, yeah, he has to justify it, yeah? Your child or your grand is going to be going through that. As long as you're okay with this, and this is what I say to people. And the difference is, the reason why white people necessarily don't like it is because it happens instantaneously. They go from having a blonde hair, blue eyes to having a mixed
Black
race.
features.
Black
Black features, yeah.
But that could be for genes, though, because everybody started off from one continent, and therefore they don't know how far their history goes.
So yeah, so I hear what you're saying about the kids, like it's getting diluted and all that. I was proper down with that when I was younger because I'm gonna have a black kid. I've got a black kid.
Yeah.
I've got a black son. My nanny's white. My nan and my son walk down the high street, and people look at them funny.
Yeah.
My son feels no way because that's his nan, and he knows no different. And his granddad's black, same colour as him. You know, as a black woman. Oh, dual heritage, but more black than I am white. I can produce a child of any colour.
Yes.
So can any other black woman.
Yes.
So as a black man, you go lie down with a black woman and you get a blonde hair, blue eyed kid.
Yeah.
What then?
What then?
What then?
Okay, let me.
What then? Because your legacy's gone then. That's what you just said. You just said if you use white, legacy done. So now you lie down with a black woman and you got a blonde hair, blue eyed, white child, legacy done, innit? Even though you lie down with a black woman.
I like that because yes, a black woman can produce DNA, literally a black baby, you know what I mean, and a white baby with blonde hair, blue eyes, not albino. It's never been noted that a white woman's done it so far. But yeah, I agree with you. See, in that instance, that is your child because that is genetics, okay? You haven't gone and
It's your legacy, though, isn't it?
No, wait, listen.
Have to prove to
No, wait. You're talking about, it's not about proving. You're saying that
That's
if...
what you just said in regards to
Legacy.
and diluting the concept.
Wait. It's not about proving to others. It's about, I know it's my kid. See, this is the difference. See, my kid is my seed hasn't been diluted because it came from a black woman. This is God's creation. There's a difference here. What you're talking about is you going outside and having a baby with a white woman, and then your child going out, you having a mixed race child, and then your child going and having a baby with a white woman, and then your grandkids now being white. That's different from what you're saying. What you're saying is, if I have a baby with a black woman who's creation, and then she creates one white baby and one black baby, are people... No, but it's still my child because it's not being watered down. It's creation.
But would your child be allowed? Would your child be allowed then to be a leader because it doesn't look black?
What do you mean?
How can your child...
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Would you be accepted to lead a black community
By black people.
because of that colour?
No.
But why?
Because
that's our argument.
Once again, optics. He may be genetically identical, yes, to his sister or brother who is black. No, it's not about rights. It's a difference. He has a right. He has a right to be wherever he wants to be.
Not to be a leader of a black community.
No, he has the right to be a leader. Does not mean he has to be accepted. See, this is the difference. See, no one has to accept you. If you want to step up, the black people don't have to accept you because you say, I want to lead.
So that means that I can lead as a mixed race person.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't care if you accept me.
Sorry.
Then you're not a leader because a leader needs people to follow them. You're not a leader, you're just a lone person.
But this is the thing, though. Where are the black leaders?
You're not a leader without people.
There's all this leading talk, but where are the black leaders?
Yeah.
We could talk about this. We could go over and over.
You ain't got none.
Sorry, Paco.
Yeah, you're going on.
Go over and over about this, about having a child, being the leader, whatever. But where are the black leaders?
Bro, this is my
we
point.
ain't got no black leaders.
So we're talking about...
You get me? Sorry, we're so bad. Like we disrespect each other. Come on, we disrespect each other. Let's just be real.
We don't
you get
listen
me?
to each other.
We don't listen to each other. So where is this leading thing coming from?
Exactly, bro.
Because like I said, we can go round and round in circles and talk about this leading thing over and over again. But there is no leaders, bro. Do you get it? So yeah.
So we used to have leaders, so this is what's happened now. So
That's used to trying.
okay, so and the reason, and why don't we have leaders now?
You're not allowed.
The breakdown in the black community. A lot of these things, how the
Yeah, we're not a community, bro.
okay. So the breakdown in the black community, the lack of fathers, the rise of single mothers, all of these things had a big impact to what's going on. So no one ever wants to speak about it. It all adds in. So when people say there's no leaders, you have to look back and look at historical. What are leaders and what were they saying and what were they doing, okay? And what were they fighting for? And when we're speaking about... One of the problems we have is we have very successful, black men, sports stars, influential people, and a lot of them, you know, it's saying that footballers, they always take white wives or white women. They always say it, right? Cool. Pick who you want. But then when you get divorced from this woman, which happens to a lot of them, divorce whoever you want, they take their money, right? Their wealth and splits it. So that money now goes back into the white community. Now, when you don't marry a black woman, and I'm not saying you have to, because she can divorce you too, okay? It can all happen. But what happens is a black woman divorces you, so at least there's rich black women there, single mothers, right? Cool, single mothers that dated sports stars, or there's more of them. So then, but no, what's happening? There's bare baddies, blondies, and whatever. And so this is one of the things they always talk about sports stars. For example, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant passed away, RP Kobe. And you know, prior to him passing, he was having some issues with family and his babe and his missus and well, his missus has X'd out the family now. So I'm saying to you, and it's like, she's not a black woman. All of that money that Kobe has gone all into there. People have now said, like Kobe would have never wanted the parents not to be looked after and the rest of it. So yes, you might say, the kids are being looked after. Cool. But the community would look at that and say, okay, cool. Like a community mindset, which is what we needed, would have been like, she should have made appeasement with the family members and probably tried to help. I'm not saying I know the ins and outs, but I'm just saying a lot of times what they want is they want black people to get together so that when we have stuff, we can, you know.
Wait, what I get from that is Kobe's moving wrong, because if you're a black man, if he was a leader, he should have aligned things to support his people, whether he was here or not.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Yeah. So the fact you can be a black man with so much wealth, leave and everything goes to your white wife and gets dispersed within the white community is mad to me. Because even if I'm with a black woman, as a black man, if I'm in a position to lead and empower black people, I'm going to be doing that even after the grave through my legacy. So I get that, but my question is, then say, what about Bob Marley? Would you class him as a leader?
Yeah.
But he's mixed race?
Yeah, and I'm sure, is it Damian Marley? Is his mum's white, innit?
So this one
one of them.
Okay, so I like that you guys have
he's definitely.
I love that you guys have done that, because at not one point in this conversation have I ever said that if you're mixed race, that makes you not black, or that makes you not
being a leader.
No, wait, hold on.
The black community.
No, wait, hold on. I've never once said in this conversation that if you're mixed race, you cannot lead or can't be part of it. I've never once in this conversation excluded mixed race people, because I have a Pan-African mindset. So mixed race people to me are black people. I see a black man, I see a black woman. You need to tell me you're quarter Irish or whatever it is. You don't look. I know Irish people, bro. You don't look Irish. So you can lead. So some of our greatest leaders in the black community through our history have been mixed race. What are you talking about?
Sorry, bro. Sorry. Okay, so you said that you will class mixed race people as black.
Yeah, of course.
You know what's mad about this year? I said something to my son this morning about I'm a little black child. Obviously, because we would say that, innit? Because he's got a lot. I say that to my son. He's got a lot. He's got black features.
Is it mixed race?
Yeah.
Bro,
but you know what he said to me, bro?
Yeah.
And bear in mind, this is a kid that's getting waiting to get put on the spectrum. Yeah. Autism. He said, "Dad, I'm not black. I'm mixed race. You get me?" Like, and I feel like, we need to be schooling these kids about, like, because it's true, bro, but he's not black. But I hear what you're saying to a certain extent, because obviously that's what I said to him, my little black child. But we need to be schooling these kids for that, because he has got a white side.
You know what I'll say, yeah? Okay, cool. So what I'm going to say is, of course your son is mixed race, okay? He should know he's mixed race. But this thing where pardon me, so before it would have been, when they said no blacks, no, what was it?
No blacks, no Irish,
no dogs, yeah.
But that's where we come from.
No, but prior to that, it was whites only and colours only, yeah? There was no mixed race door. Okay? You was not going through the whites only door. You was going through the coloureds door, okay? Okay, so you are mixed race. You are mixed race. But what mixed race tends to do is it tends to try to negate you or try to make you feel as if you're separate from the black community. I know historically colorism and where it stems from and how mixed race people have been treated. I know. Do you get me? So I'm saying to you, yeah? Like, I know. Also, I know how certain mixed race people have treated black people, but I know these things stem from slavery times and how it was, right?
Just separation and slavery.
Yeah.
House niggas.
Yeah. To get me?
Niggas. So even from then, you get the hatred from the black community regarding dual heritage, because a lot of y'all think you're better than us.
But what I want to,
I identify myself as a black man.
But what I want to put to you,
I identify myself as a black man. However, I just don't forget. I always say,
Shep, you can be a leader. No, but I'm saying you can be a leader. Like, I have no problem with you being a leader, bro. You're a black man.
I hear that.
So, in case it just got misconstrued, I have no problem with you being
the black community, won't latch on to him then.
No, I'm part of the black community.
No. So
if he was white, they wouldn't latch on to you, no. Or if you did it and then you had a white wife, no, they wouldn't latch on to you, no. But if you came through how you was now and you had a black wife or mixed over that looked like you, they would latch on to you.
Which will be just based on facial projection.
Because
I look that way.
Identity,
like,
identity politics. People like you, I identify with you. I'm like, okay, cool, he looks like me. He. This is what people want to see. And especially women, when they look to a leader, they want to look to the leader and look like, oh, you know what? He would want us, he's picking us. And these are some of the things where when people want to lead something, you just have to understand that you represent more than just you and your family. You represent a people. And this is why it's called being a leader. If you want to live whatever life you want to live, that is fine. But when you step onto the stage and you want to say, I'm going to represent black people, and black people's interests, and I'm going to talk about the things in the community.
Identify more with me because I look black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not knocking what you're saying. I'm just saying for me personally as an elder, and especially with my kids, do you know what? I teach them to make their own choices in life. Do not be blinded by your own personal identity. Because even my kids are with mixed race females. So, they're darker than me.
But they're black though.
But one of them is like very light. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying to you is that anybody should be allowed to do anything they want.
That's it.
There's no such thing. I don't believe in the pro-black thing because...
Therefore agree.
And don't we want as many black people on board?
Yeah. Yes. So there's a video that's gone viral now. It's got you can pull it up and show it. Danica, was it from Love Island? She she released a song and then there's a bar where she says light skin queen, but everyone's gone mad about it and they said, oh, how could she say light skin? But she's light skin. Yeah. So
red skin, light skin, brown skin.
So
that's how she describes herself.
I know you talk.
Yeah, so my thing is this, it's like is she being persecuted for being what she is? If she's light skinned and you think she's a queen, can she not call herself a light skinned queen?
It's because
she's not saying I'm a light skinned queen and you're a dark skinned peasant.
You know what the issue is? You know what the issue is?
That's wrong.
It's because she's not black and she's using the word queen because apparently you can only be a queen if you're black.
That is mad to me.
All these kind of things, bro.
I agree, bro.
It's mental, fam. That is nuts, bro.
Now, do you know what? I don't
That is mad. Sorry to cut you off,
Go on.
Nikisha, but what about if there's a little white boy, a little white girl calling their mum queen?
Yeah.
Is their mum not a white queen?
I'm my son's queen, and I'm.
You get me? Or Asian young lad or Asian young lady calling their mum queen.
Yeah.
You get me? Is their mum not a queen? It's
Like, bro,
nonsense,
my thing is, we're attached to these fuckery names and these fuckery titles, bro, and we're not doing anything for each other.
Yeah.
We're not actually, we're not educating our youths about the black community and what we've been through and what we can do to help each other. But we'll flip out on the internet when someone calls themselves a light-skinned queen.
Question from online. Someone's asked, to be pro-black, do you have to actively do something for the black community?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think so, personally. I don't think so.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a...
And you don't have to do anything for the black community?
No, because what do you mean by that? Because me being pro-black...
What for the black community?
bro, you need to do something, like, being pro-black.
What is the black community doing for itself?
Bro,
I must come, get rich, say I bust off my rap career, I bust off my rap career, get rich, and then what? I'm meant to go to the hood and what? Start handing
No, it's not.
You lot ain't moved.
And this is the problem. And this is the problem. And this is the mindset, and this is why you literally proved to me the mindset.
Who helped me when I struggled?
And that is the mindset.
Bro,
and this is the mindset. You see what you said there? There's no unity. Who helped me? And then when you get in a position where you can help, you're going to say, no, what you're supposed to...
I'm going to help people that deserve it.
No.
I'm going back to the hotel.
But this is why I say the pro-black thing's nonsense.
No, but it's not because this is not...
Most black people ain't pro-black, so how can we have a pro-black?
Okay.
That's true. That is
so
true.
it comes back to what I'm saying again, because if you don't even have your own community, right, you don't have your own community, you're not going to be... so pro-black, we need to get away from this pro-black thing and focus on black issues and black community, this is what it comes down to. We are currently at the lowest in society right now, yeah? No, 100%, yeah? And we have a high single mother rate. When you look at all the stabbings, when you look at what's going on, yeah? When you look at the fatherless home, when you look at everything that's going on, right, yeah? We really have to get it together. Like, so the conversation is not about being pro-black. The conversation is about community and fixing the community.
Bro, that's my angle.
When they say it takes a village, yeah, this whole saying it takes a village, what it means is you need to trust the leaders of the village, and these have to be men, but when the men are not here or when the men are arguing, this is what's happening. So it has to start with, you need to keep the men in the home.
But you're saying we need to trust the leaders, but who?
You can't keep...
Hold on, Nikki, hold on. Hold on.
You need to act a bit more accordingly. Like, I'm my own human, I'm responsible for my actions. You can't force a man to stay in a home. How about a lot of these men stop making...
No, but not as a black woman now. You are now in control of a black man's future.
Right, as a black woman, guess what? Like most black women, like my mum, like a lot of black women in history, we get on with it, don't we? We raise these black kids to be black and proud and strong.
No, but are you raising him to be a black man?
I am. Me, I can't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've been through a lot in life, like domestic violence. I've seen domestic violence. You get me? I've been through a lot. So I'm definitely trying to raise my son to be a great black man. And that's not to say he needs to make millions and go and help people, or he needs to be an Elon Musk. No. He needs to lead by example.
But you see how you've just said, like, about the domestic violence thing, though?
Yeah.
Like, and you see how, like, China said about, like, obviously, the like, a lot of black kids are getting stabbed and such and such. This is why I try to swear away from, like, you know, like, the black kids getting, like, the stabbing thing, and, like, the black on black crime. Because you'll see all that on Facebook, and like, the ignorant white people, or the ignorant people of whatever colour talking. Because, bro, like, yo, it's more, because there's people, because, yo, you know what's mad, yeah? Back in the day, I don't know how many years ago it was or whatever, yeah, but Preston had like the highest crime rate in the UK, you know.
Yeah, no.
You get me? And like, they're not full of black people. They was shooting and stabbing and doing whatever they was doing. But you like, yo, we're selfish in many other ways than stabbing each other, bro. So like the whole black on black crime thing, it's just a bit cliche to me, and it like, yo, it's a bigger picture than that. But I hear what you're saying. But you see how, like you said about the domestic violence.
Yeah.
Sorry, China.
No, it's cool. Go on.
You see how, like you said about the domestic violence thing. You see how, like you're saying, you're trying to raise your child to be a good black man. How about just not saying that?
Just raise your child.
So please don't take this the wrong way. But how about just try raise your son to be a good man?
Why? What's wrong with the black?
Because the domestic violence thing as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie, and like whoever's watching it, please don't take it the wrong way. But I don't really see a lot of black men with doing domestic violence. I see a lot of white men doing domestic violence, but that's just what I see. I could be wrong. Do you get me? So like, how about we just try and raise our kids to be better men? Or you get me? Like,
now, I was just gonna say, no. When you're saying you don't really see a lot of black men doing domestic violence, like, do you know what it is? Obviously, everybody grew up different. Everyone had different upbringings. But me, the only violent men I've ever known in my life are black men. The only domestic violence I've ever seen is from black men. My nan was white, was a black man that beat her. My mum was beat by a black man. I've been beat by a black man. Never been licked down by no white man, that I can say. And they might do a lot of domestic violence. That's in-house. They've got a different culture to us. They drink pints and football hooliganism, and that's rarer culture for the white man. It's different for them. No, that's in their culture, you get me? It's different for them. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, but when matches are on and that, there's a higher rate of domestic violence. These are things that fuel domestic violence in like the white communities, but in black communities, it's fueled by narcissism, control, empowerment. I think it's a lot more prominent in the black community. And I think maybe black people would do better, because remember, it's women that raise the black men. It's women that give birth to these black men.
Said that.
So when, any man in general, but when you're going to lick down a woman now, that woman, essentially, most women that have got kids, they're going to raise a young man, not even just a black man, just they're going to raise a young man or a young child, a young woman or whatever to go into the future, and it's just a recurring cycle. So I think, I hear what you're saying, but I'd say that's very prominent in the black community. I don't know, I'm Jamaican and...
Nah, fair dude. Obviously, I just go, but I'm not excluding black men from doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and obviously you can only speak from your own experiences, but yeah, man, like...
Right, so, cool, wait there, let me ask something quick. Based on what you've said, do you think the way you're raising your son as a black woman, he's got the potential to eventually be a black leader?
Do you know what? I'm not going to be biased. My son is actually quite amazing. Like, as far as kids go in general, black or not black, he's very smart. He's very interested in the world. He's very conscious about what he puts into his body. He wants me to stop smoking. He wants everybody to stop smoking. Like, he's very conscious about everybody, everything. Me personally, I believe that's my white nan's influence.
Yeah.
My nan, who is pro everything, she's right as pro everything. Do you know what I mean? Any religion, any race, any colour, any creed. My nan is pro-human. She's a Buddhist, so they believe in different stuff. She is very much pro-human. And that being throughout my family, it's my son now, who to the eye is as black as these two gentlemen here. And he's actually 1/8 white. I know it's only a little bit, but it's 1/8 white, that he actually really is. And you wouldn't know to look at him. And when he carries himself, do you know how much black people say, oh, he's like a little white boy? And I just think, I used to get offended and I think, I'm fucking glad. Because I know the stereotype when you're telling me he's like a little white boy. Why? Because he's well-spoken and he's well-mannered and that's a shame that you think he's like a little white boy.
It's a problem in itself. But
yeah, that's a shame, but I only get that comment from, you never get white people saying that.
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah? You're doing a good job and shout out to you. And
I'm sure lots of young black mums are.
I was going to say that, man. Shout out to your thing, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, because obviously anyone that's raising kings is good. But this is what it really comes down to. The stats are the stats. So when you take the father out of the home, you place your child at every statistical disadvantage, okay? Your child is, and these are the things, like, these are the stats. And yes, we can take anecdotal, experiences, that's fine. But single mothers are not winning, okay? If they were winning, there'll be no need for the benefit system. And all. You know what? A lot of the times we say, single mothers will be like, oh, I'm strong, independent. Then we'll say, you know what? Okay.
You spoke about this on another podcast.
Yeah. Let's see how strong and independent you are if you take away the benefit system. Let's see. Because it creates almost an air of, I can do this, right? But what's happened is initially what happened was it started in America, okay? When they first introduced welfare, and what happened is, in order to get welfare, the men had to be away from the home. Prior to segregation, prior to the 1980s and stuff, we had the most highest rate. So during slavery, civil rights, segregation, we were the most married. So it didn't matter where we was, black people were the most married. And once things opened up, this is what happened. So initially the men left the home so that the women could get state benefits to help them. Okay, but they were still together. They wasn't, you know what I mean? Man just left the home, and started sending money home from the Midwest. Then what actually happened is, it created an air of that the women didn't actually need the men's money no more because they had the government. So now the women start arguing the men, and then this is what actually creates. So it's not like the men left the home. They created a scenario where they didn't need the men and they had the government. So now the government became their baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? She became their husbands, all right? All right, cool. So when you fast forward to over here, similar things. So when you take the father out the home, you place your child at every statistical disadvantage, okay? 2-parent homes are always going to do better because simple things like 2 incomes. Just something as simple as 2 sets of incomes. 2 incomes are better than right? So 2 people in one home already. So if you're a single mother versus someone in a home with 2 people you already have 2 sets of money. So that's one thing they've got. Time as well. Okay, so if you want to work and you have children, who's going to look after your kids? All right? So you have to pick a choice. All right? And if you go to work, childcare, how much is childcare? Childcare is one of the most expensive things that women have to pay for, okay? And depending on where you want to place your child, all right? This is another reason why we speak about these things. So, talk about education. 2 parents at home, 1 parent can help the child with their studies while the other person works, okay? When you talk about, early pregnancies, majority of pregnancies come from single-parent homes. I'm not saying that no one from 2-parent homes can get pregnant. These are the stats, okay? Your child is more likely to suffer from suicide. Your child is more likely to go to prison. Your child is more likely to actually take someone else's life. And these are the stats, and you can go look at them. And sometimes people don't like them, but then I'll say to the people, I'll be like, okay, if single mothers are winning so much, then men would be marrying them at a rate. So I just think that we need to speak about the men that these women pick, because I'm not blaming the women. I'm just saying sometimes you need to pick better, because men are always good. There's always going to be a certain type of man that's going to try to treat you a certain type of way. And these are the conversations that we have, because now these men leave these broken homes. These kids aren't in the homes no more. They don't have any father figures, and they grow up, Like, it's not good. It's not good when you grow up, you don't know where you're from. You go through your adolescence, your puberty, okay? You're struggling with identity. You have your mother who's a female. A lot of times women feminize their boys. When you have a boy and you feminize him and he has emotions and he's not been taught how to handle these emotions, because men teach boys how to handle the emotions. You know, when you're young and they tell you don't cry, the reason they tell you not to cry is not because boys shouldn't cry, it's because he's teaching you how to handle your emotions. Because that crying, then when you get older, we don't know how to handle it, turns into action and frustration and anger. So when you tell a boy not to cry, you're not telling him
because it's sissy.
No, you're saying don't be strong.
You know what's gonna happen.
Because you know
if you let go.
That crying anger turns when you're a teenager and you don't know what to do with it.
It turns into fists.
Okay, and it turns into striking. And a lot of kids do things. This is what I was talking about, the stabbings. A lot of times things happen because they haven't had guidance or there's no one in there. Not because they're bad kids necessarily. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So I'm not, I was just looking at a little bit of the picture. I wasn't blaming it all. I was just saying about, do you get me? You know what I mean?
All right, so this is kind of my angle with it. I totally get that, I hear that, but then that's the issue with the black community. Instead of being on the internet running around screaming Black Lives Matter, pro-black.
I don't support that Black Lives Matter.
I'm talking to the people in general.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about? Them people that
Tell
are
them.
People that are online and they do nothing in real life. So you're a black man and you're pro-black, but you're a shit dad.
Yeah,
you can't be pro-black and you're a shit dad. You can't be no.
This is what I'm talking about. So when I say the pro-black thing's nonsense, it's nonsense because of the quality of black people today. You get me, bro? There was more substance in black people 50 years ago than now. Because guess what? She just said it. If I get my rapping money, why am I gonna go back? They ain't moved. But you see, if I say I'm pro everyone, you know what's crazy? I already know if I get millions, bro, I'm definitely giving back to the black community.
No, but
I'm pro everyone.
No,
so
but
what
bro,
does that mean?
Okay, you know what you're doing? You're doing that Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter thing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are, because
I'm giving grace. I'm giving grace to everyone that's been in my experience.
No, but how does being
Asian community and white community?
No, but I'm saying, how does being pro-black mean you're anti-white or anti-Asian? It just means, bro, you're black. Bro, listen,
bro, I know what
you're
you're
a black
saying,
man, yeah.
Bro.
I would hope that you would want to put people that look like you, first into things. I would hope that if you was in a position, you would want to, every man that looks like you want to put them on. Because I tell you this, I will shamelessly and I will empower every black youth first because I know what we're fighting for. I know where we're from. I know so many youths like me that grew up from a place that would love an opportunity. I didn't even start off in this country. I came from Cameroon, and my father who's a diplomat, and what he did for other people. Everything that I was raised on was about helping other people. My whole ethos. So I don't understand, like, community starts at home. And so you're raising a king, right? You've spoken about your son, how you're raising a son. Okay, cool. Right. So you're raising a good king. Now, for example, if you have a daughter, right, you're going to raise a queen, right? A queen, right?
If she's not black, she's not going to be a queen, though. Let's be honest.
Let me go.
I was going to say something else there, because you just mentioned it then, because I was looking at you, because obviously you need to know where people are coming from and that.
Yeah.
And I can tell you honestly, the African culture, predominantly, parent-wise, will be two parents.
Yeah, defo, bro.
Jamaican.
Yeah, the Caribbean culture is very different.
Caribbean culture, no, so.
Why?
I'm not going to tell you. Now, sorry, the reason why I say that is this.
Defo, bro, man.
As age-wise, so when you was on about, no blacks or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
So my generation, to help this country with its economy building, they brought over the Jamaicans and they also brought over the Irish. Now, because of what was forced upon them, you'll find that you'll have many a dual heritage child that come from Jamaica, Caribbean and Ireland.
I know that, I've heard that,
Yeah.
When it comes to, I can go to an Irish party, family party, their reggae is UB40. But a lot of them will like John Holt. A lot of them will have Sanchez and Beres Ammon, you know what? And they'll do the 2-step to the left, 2-step to the right. They adopt the black culture, the Irish, And predominantly, a lot of the Irish were single mothers. Ended up, because man come over and then rare.
Nah, for real though.
Right?
No, I know that, yeah.
But that, given that generation, I always believe when you have children will make their own choices on how they want to be, right? So if you get a child predominantly that comes from a domestic violence home, yeah, he can either make two choices as a black man, because he's dual heritage, but obviously that's going to be classed, yeah, and that's how you need to install into children. I know you're dual heritage, but you know, you're going to be classed as a black man. Yeah. Does that mean that as a child that comes from witnessing domestic violence towards my mother, that I'm going to be the abuser when I get older?
No, it's just more likely.
Likely.
Yeah, but I can tell I'm not. And I've seen all that. But I made that choice from a young age because I didn't like it. And then as I'm getting older, I installed into my sons, you're never to put your hand
Shep,
on
can
my
I say something?
Yeah.
It's the teachings.
Shep, can I say something? Yeah.
And it's a choice.
So you would think I like that, innit? Yeah, and you're essentially. Sorry, was you raised in a single parent home?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're essentially going to be how Niki's son is going to be, right? So your son's going to be essentially how he's going to turn out, right? So he's going to be raised by a single. No, do you know why I say that? Because it's because the outcome is to be raised by a single mother and then to see what she's gone through and not to go and do it to someone else.
But my mum taught me how to cook rice and peas and chicken nothing English was taught for me.
That's not.
I'm just saying teachings wise.
That's what I'm talking about. So you would think that if a man was raised by a single mother and he didn't have his father in the home, particularly if he watched his mother that was in a DV scenario, okay? You would think that guy would go on to be the best example of a man that would go and treat women well, that will make sure he's married, that will be a present father. You would think that because he has witnessed his mother go struggle. But what tends to happen?
Yeah, it's normally not the case.
It's not the case. So single mothers actually go and raise the same men that women then go to complain about. So this is why this conversation is very important, because if this was not happen, we would not have a conversation, because they would just be I'm a strong single mother, and they would just raise another Marcus Rashford, okay? But these Marcus Rashfords aren't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not
plenty. And whenever there's a Marcus Rashford, people say, oh look, they use that as an example. I'm like, for every Marcus Rashford, how many women are? The whole reason Marcus Rashford was campaigning was because he knew what it was to grow up in a single mother's home, and he knows of all what the other kids are going through. So I just think.
But if he's got a white wife, he can't be a leader of the black community.
Who Marcus Rashford? Okay, let me speak about Marcus Rashford.
That's what I'm just saying. If he decides to have a white wife, if he decides to have that, then
let me speak.
As a leader he is that we believe he is.
So there's a strange thing with mixed race people, particularly mixed race men. It's more men, right? Not so much the women. Women get away with stuff. Like
women get away with everything.
They pick and choose when they want to treat mixed race men as black.
Yes.
Yeah. And when they need to be accountable.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, I do agree with
that. Whenever it comes to them dating, they have to be accountable. But at other times, they will be mixed race. You know what I'm trying to say? She's not black, in it. But so if you're a mixed race guy, they expect you to be with a black woman. Remember what you said?
Yeah.
And then, because that's the part of the blackness that but technically, why does he have to be with a black woman?
I'm from my other side.
But it's the optics of how you look. So they see a black man.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. But in reality, a mixed race person can pick from any, and there should not be any problem, should they?
No.
Why is there a problem?
Because again,
because they see a black man.
They see a black man, but then on the other side, like we said, when you grow up, it's different. You get more hatred towards dual heritage from the black community as you do with the white. I went to Roman Catholic school. Do you know what I mean? I got called the N-word for the first time in my life at the age of 11. I was like, what the hell's that? I had to get told by another black person, actually, it just means this. And I was like, what the hell? Really? No, then I went mad, because I've never known that word, because I was never taught that word growing up. But it's predominantly from them, because we get called chuck ice, bounty. I can on my mic.
Bro, but off the back of that, even as a black man, bro, I've been subject to more racism from black people than white people. Yeah, so make sense that I'm supposed to be all pro-black.
When they give me the most shit. I'm just saying, it doesn't help.
So listen, if anyone's going to do me dirty, pause, it needs to be someone from my own community, man. So I'm saying to you, and that's the realness of it. If I'm going to argue with anybody, let me argue with someone from my own community. For example, historically, it doesn't tend to end well for black men when your white girlfriend calls the police, bro, or when you start to argue. It's documented in so many different scenarios.
First.
No, but I'm saying
that's because we're looked at as aggressors.
Yeah. Or every time, every single time, and it's just one of those things. So black men, you have to just understand. A lot of times in life, look at Jonathan Majors. You see Jonathan Majors? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look up to Jonathan Majors. Yeah. Kwang, whatever his name is.
The big chin, big jaw, innit?
Yeah. Man was running from his girl, bro. He was running from her, ducking her down, but running for her.
And he got locked in it.
Bro, he ended up losing all of his Marvel stuff, all of his stuff, right? Yeah, man didn't even hit the goal, didn't do nothing. Destroyed his whole, like, just because listen, a white woman's tears in court are way more effective than any type of CCTV. We saw the man running down, she just cried in court, they said, hey, you're guilty. I was like, what's he guilty for? End of the day is this, is you just have to understand that when you step outside of your community, yeah, you are not protected. And then when things go wrong, what happens? What do your community say to you? What's the first thing they say?
But you know what's mad though?
What's the first thing they say?
Don't you think that as men, we're looked at as the aggressors anyway?
Yeah.
Like I hear what you're saying though, you know, China. I do hear what you're saying, but as men, ain't we looked at as the aggressors anyway? Because I know I've got white veterans that you get me, that I've been through that. They ain't done nothing. Like, it's magic because like back.
Nah, you know what? Nah, bro. Nah.
But they coming different, bro. When icy free, when they had that icy free meal, nah.
Of course it is different.
Different.
Systematic. When you go through,
security, brother.
when you go through, like, obviously, like, whatever. It's a different. You know, obviously, we're looked at like that's normal. You get me. But as men, as a whole, bro, we are looked at.
Nah. I have to say this, bro.
Yes, we are.
Bro, it don't matter, bro. As a black man, fam, trust me, bro. You're a red flag before any of it.
No, but that's what I just said. No, through this, when you, if it's a case, yeah, that's what I'm. Shep, do you understand what I'm saying? When you get arrested,
just to keep it down there.
Yeah, just say if they arrest a white man and they arrest a black man. It's two different stories.
Keep it in the system, bro.
One man dead up. One man's getting dead up, but other man's getting.
What I mean as a whole, bro, men are looked at as the aggressors, bro.
Bro, look at that guy, bro. He went and killed that. You stabbed up everyone in the high road. In you know, he killed that little that boy in East London. That guy with the knife, the samurai.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the kid. They went and
he was only 30.
Apprehended him. Had you apprehended that man with a sword?
On the desk, you mean?
Yeah, no.
Anything on you that you shouldn't have? Just this.
Bro.
If you're a black man, you get.
Bro, man's killed people.
The system's wrong.
I don't mean it like, you get me?
He's saying that, we looked at more the aggressive.
Yeah. We are though as men, you get me?
Now this says black people, bro. Like
black people in general.
Says black people, we are always viewed.
If you got a white girl outside of Boots, yeah, because she teeth something, yeah, but you get a black girl outside Beauty Queens that teeth hair. Watch out, police come for the black girl. It's just the black community getting.
Bro, same as police though, bro. Raise your voice as a black man in public about something you're passionate about. It's an issue. You're angry. He's gonna do something. And you see white people raising their voice all the time.
So one of the things that one of the criticisms people try to hit me with, he's aggressive or he's angry or this. I'm just like, you guys don't know what passion is or being passionate is. Like, and we're in a time where everyone has been subdued and they've been told not to be their true selves or not. So when you actually stand for something or willing to put a voice to something, people want to label all these types of things, because when you label someone as aggressive, it conjures images in other people's minds. As soon as you say aggressive, whatever that person considers aggression to be is what they're going to consider you to be, right? But in reality, it's not. You're just saying something that people don't like. That's it. And they'll try to use words to describe it, to try to, discredit what you're saying. But yeah, no, a lot of times, man, like black. But this is what I was saying with the whole thing is when you have a mixed race child or something, you're raising a black man. You're raising a black daughter. You may not see their experience is not the same as a fully black person. It's not the same, but it does not negate their experience. And it's a different experience, all right? So mixed race experience is going to be a different experience than a black experience, but it's still an experience within the black community, right? So that's the difference. So to me, as long as a mixed race person identifies as black, then I identify you as black, all right? I'm never gonna, when I look at you, I'm not asking you your heritage. I'm seeing a black man. If you want to tell me I'm a quarter Scottish, quarter Irish, this, whatever, then that's cool. But when I look at you, bro, I can't lie.
I agree.
From 100 meter away, if someone doesn't like black people, they're not gonna like you, bro. From 200 meter away, it's someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how you have to raise them, because, and also as well, bro. I had a black mother, right? I don't know if you guys had a black. Do you have a black mother?
That's why.
A white Irish.
Yeah, my mum's black.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you had a black mother.
Yeah.
So your child hasn't got a black mother, right?
Yeah.
So how he looks at the world is going to be different.
Yeah, but that's what I want. That's what I want for him. I don't want him to believe that he's full black, or I don't want him to believe that he's full white. I want him to know both sides of his culture. You get me?
No, that's not.
That's what I want for my child, because it's the truth. He's mixed race.
But what China's going to say is this.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if your child is innocent as he's walking down with his friends,
Yeah.
and he's with a Caucasian,
Yeah.
and an Asian,
Yeah.
the first person I'm going to search is your child, just based on.
Especially by his features.
That's
alone.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, what's with features?
It's got strong black features.
So here's the thing. Okay,
So, but I get that, but like, obviously, I don't want him to be ignorant. I don't want that to happen. That to happen to him. Like, just say, like, you get me, like, if it happened to him, like, stop to a search or something, and for him to walk out of there being ignorant.
So what is this? When you say I want him to know both his cultures, what is his white culture?
Irish.
So Irish, yeah.
Yeah. Same kind of thing.
All right, cool. So what is the Irish? So what is the Irish culture? I was sipping Guinness. Now.
To be fair, the Irish culture is very similar to the Caribbean.
I find that.
No, but when you say Irish culture,
That's a lot. It took a lot for me to learn that as well, because I didn't know.
No, what I'm saying.
I didn't know that myself.
He looks like you, yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't look like no Irishman, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say it's Irish culture, what is the Irish culture? Does he go back to Ireland?
No.
He's like his mum.
You're asking me, has he or
No, does he go back to Ireland?
Or
Has he been to Ireland?
Yeah.
Have you taken to Ireland?
Nah, he hasn't.
Okay, but that's something as a child though.
No, but the reason I'm asking that, is because you said his culture. What is his Irish culture?
So I'll give you an example. So if you're Irish, you would have grown up with coddle, ham and cabbage. Used to stink, right? Didn't like it myself. No, I'm just saying this is pig's tails.
Yeah.
How the Jamaican yam pig's tail and them things there, right? But at the same time, we'd be taught how to cook Irish dishes. That's why I go potato. Lots of potatoes and carrots.
Not ham and cabbage.
No.
What's it called again?
No,
It's part of the culture now, but it's part of the. It's part of the Irish.
Okay, so
So the Irish culture, right? So they say leprechauns. A lot of people take the meat. A lot of people take.
Lucky Charms.
Even that could be to an Irishman. You take
Potatoes.
You're taking liberties.
See, can I tell you? I know
Because you look at the Irish like, oh, you know what? The potato eating.
Yeah.
The shamrock. This and that. You know what? The dumb. The accent. They're very loving individuals, but have gone through the same issues, as the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to say to you is that when to build the economy over here, they brought them from them. And that's why the issue that you've got is that it's a combined culture that we decide to choose.
So somebody asked. You landed, and I'm going to say what somebody asked. Go on.
Yeah.
Finish off.
Yeah, so I get taught, you can't say, you can say with the Jamaican culture, you can say, right, you got the dancing. Yeah, that's how you project yourself. It's nice because that's how your vibes. Yeah, everything Irie, Bob Marley, or whatever you want. You go with them cultures, sugarcane, right? You'd have a different kind of culture in Africa, even though we come from the same kind of thing. But in Ireland, there's not a specific culture for them.
Well, I don't see. You know what it is, An Irish person. If you ask the Irish person, if you ask the Irish person, they will be able to tell you the history of Ireland and the culture, right? Yeah. The problem happens. No, the problem.
That is their culture.
No, but
that's how I would.
But that's what you would say. But that's not. No,
their culture. They just do nothing but fighting.
The thing is, when this goes out, I want people from Ireland and Irish people to tell us what their culture
come back
is.
In with
I want them to actually put it back, because what I'm going to say is,
big up all the Irish stuff.
You could tell me right now what Caribbean culture is, and I could tell you that. Yeah, I could tell you that. Obviously he could tell us what Irish culture is, but that's not what we want to do. Yeah, you could tell us. But what I'm trying to say is, when you say your son has both cultures, Irish, I just simply asked you a simple question, like, what is it? You couldn't tell me what it is. And the reason you can't tell me what it is because you don't have anything in that culture. That culture does not recognize your son respectfully, yeah? You are holding on to some bit of it, some tiny little piece of your DNA, which is fine, but they don't look at you like that. You cannot go to anywhere in Ireland and claim anything, and they're going to look at you like an Irish person. But wait.
But that's where you're wrong, though, bro, because that's where you're wrong. And let me tell you why you're wrong. Let me tell you where you're wrong. Because you see in places like Dublin, go Dublin and see how much black people
are there.
That's not what we're doing. Because
But you just said, though, if they go to Ireland, they're not going to look at them.
No, bro, there's black people. There's black people in Ireland, but we're talking about culture.
The Irish, claim your son as Irish.
Go on.
Depending on where he goes in Ireland.
You're capping. No, the whole of Ireland.
If your son was born in Ireland, had an Irish passport, he would probably have to go to. I'm Irish. Yeah. If he was born over there, but what you're saying is that obviously if you're born over here and you got the Irish. Like I was saying,
well, he's black.
His descent. Like I was saying, British or Jamaican Irish descent. That's how I say it. But I hear what you're saying.
Is it not?
Right. But my point being, when you say culture, like from Ireland, when I say culture, it's what like the cooking. My mum installed certain things. Right. This is what we do. But predominantly, she's herself adapted the black culture.
Nah, you lot are missing what China's saying though, because that's not Irish culture then.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because my mum.
You know what it is, yeah? It lets me know that you guys, your side of your bit of Irish culture that you have, or the bit of Irish heritage that you're not tapped into the culture, because if you was, you'd be able to tell me what Irish people do, some festivals. You'd be able to tell.
So say if he goes over there and he's at a festival and it's all about Irish culture, he's probably gonna feel
out of place.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're probably.
That's what he's saying.
Okay. So my thing is this.
You want to teach him the culture, but how are you gonna do that?
Yeah, but
it's still a black man.
I get what you're saying.
My thing is this, guys.
But he's still part of it, though.
Okay.
There's no swerving. He's still part of it.
Bro, if you,
that's what I want him to learn. I want him to know that.
If you have to go to an Irish person and force them and show them you ain't Irish, bro. Yeah. Trust me.
Shit,
if you got like that's facts. You're not
another thing.
Like you're not.
This goes back to the whole black thing. So with the whole freedom and asking for equal rights and equal opportunities, if you've got to ask for something, when you get it, do you really even have it? You get it? You don't have to ask for it. I'm Irish and I have to prove I'm Irish.
Yeah.
Then I'm kind of not Irish, right? Yeah. So if I'm free or if I'm able to do what the hell I want and I have to constantly prove or ask for approval, then I'm not actually...
How do you mean?
So with the whole black thing, right?
Yeah.
So with black people saying that in safe, we're not free, we can't do this, we need freedom. But you're asking for freedom. Someone has to give you it, bro.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're gonna give you that freedom. They have to allow you it. They still may not see you as free.
Rightfully as yours anyway.
So true freedom isn't free at cost. And if you look historically speaking, no one has ever been given any freedom. It's been taken. No one has ever been given freedom. You have taken it. Like no one throughout history, no one has given us anything. We've had to take it, have to fight for it.
Have we taken it though?
Well,
this is my point.
Historically, we have. Like historically,
we're still stuck because we still think that we're.
This is my point.
No, but we are because here's the thing. We
don't move forward because we still think we're held back.
No, because we are. And one of the reasons we're held back is because as a community, we are fractured, and our community, like you might not understand. Like you might think something as simple as marrying a black woman. Or picking a good black man and him not leaving your home and being there for your kids and them staying together. And you might think that is overrated, but I promise you that is the basis, for every community. Because if we all do it, we end up building a community. So ultimately, it starts off when no matter what problems we have, we need to fix our community first. And it starts with picking good men, picking good women.
But your black community don't get it.
And I want to
go on.
Ask Carlos the question.
Go on, my boy.
And this is something that we was talking about.
Sorry, let me land just one second.
One second. Can dating outside of your race be beneficial to the black community?
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
can dating outside of the race be beneficial to the black community?
Go ask Meghan Markle.
I mean, I date outside of my race. I don't see how it won't be beneficial to the community.
I mean, are you bringing back some paper back here for some of them girls you're dating? Some of them rich things. Get some of them rich white things.
What do you think about that?
What? Sorry.
Can dating outside of your race be beneficial to the black community?
White zaddy.
Is somebody directly?
Do you know what? It depends. It depends. And like me personally, there's no benefit I can get from dating outside my race. I don't see a benefit from dating anyway. I don't look to date for benefits. Do you know what I'm saying? Huh?
So when you say dating, it just means like, would you see? You're not dating at all.
No, I mean like I don't date people for benefits in general, whether they're white, whether they're black, whether they're like I don't. The benefit is meant to be companionship and love, isn't it?
That is a benefit then.
Yeah, but I'm saying so it doesn't make a difference what race you are. It's not going to benefit me. Like I don't see a benefit.
Might though, because if all the men you've been with are black and they've all being violent,
They're
then it might
showing
benefit you to be with a white man who potentially isn't
Then I'm
violent.
giving up on my black men, ain't I? Catch 22. I don't know.
Exactly.
Everyone with the same brush because not every black man's like.
My son's not going to be that type of black man,
This is
so
the
I
problem
can't.
with this pro-black thing, bro. Because like, nah, I'm going back
It's
to
true.
it, bro, and I don't
It's
care.
true.
Because that's the
all
topic,
black
bro.
men get
Because
like that.
the way they push this narrative is like, yo, you can't date outside your race. No,
you can't. You just can't be
Nah,
leader of the movement.
that's your.
No, that's what you said. That's what you said.
That's what I'm saying.
You're-
That's not how everybody else.
Yeah,
Like,
fact.
my boy.
People say that if you're pro-black, you can't date outside your race.
Yes, fact.
That's what I'm saying.
You get it?
That's what the majority-
Which we're saying is
This
bullshit.
is what they're saying, and that's what my whole
That's
point
true.
about
So
it.
you're never,
We've
you're
never
never
said
going to
about
be
being
forward.
leaders, bro.
Yeah,
Because, bro, the
We've
way
got
our
black
black
leaders.
people move, hold on, the way our black people move, I wouldn't want to lead black people
But
because I
you
want
see
to move
how
mad.
you're putting it.
Yeah.
I would rather the whole, like everybody else put it the way that.
But-
you're
Yeah,
putting it.
yeah.
That-
No, do you know why? Because
Because you've been saying leader, and I've been like,
no, because that's how I consider it. Yeah. So you because you can date whoever you want, bro. You can love whoever you want. But if you're going to be trying to lead a movement, particularly, someone may try to, you know what I mean? So
that against you.
use that against you, or the people that you're trying to lead may be like, well, you know what I mean?
But then
that's what
this
he's
goes.
saying.
But then this goes.
I've got a question for.
Sorry, can I land just one sec? But then this goes back to a question that I need to ask. Why do you care? Well, not you, but why does
Because
anybody-
if I want
if you're-
if I want to lead, we're talking about leading.
Yeah, sorry. If you're gonna step up and lead for the culture, but you're dating a white woman, why do you care what everybody else?
Do you know why? Do you know
Because
why?
if you're a leader, right? Listen, if you're a leader, then everyone's meant to follow you.
they're gonna
You're meant to be leading.
Okay.
The way. So if you're like a black leader,
Yeah.
right, and you've got a white woman, like why can't you lead the community?
Do you know why?
Why can't
Okay.
Carlito, you know why?
No, wait. Sorry,
Because they won't accept it.
sorry.
No, I'll tell you.
Why can't you show the community something different now?
I'm showing you. This is the problem. Do
dilutes the
you know what it is?
community.
No, this is the problem. No, Carlito.
Because you said that mixed race children will be classed as black
Yeah,
in the community. So I'm gonna ask again, why can it not?
Okay, let me say it. Let me say it.
But I'm equal to have. But then we're equal to have a white partner.
Yeah, but
If we were alive, but we can't be accepted by the black.
nah. You know what? I'm actually gonna try.
Go on.
I think I know
Go on.
what China was saying.
Alright,
So what you're saying is valid, bro. I actually agree. Why the fuck not? Anyone do what the fuck you want, but if it's a empowerment thing for black people, if it's to uplift your people, then technically, logically,
You're
you
both.
can't by going outside your race. I've rather sat here deep to eat. Technically, you can't. Because let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
Because I'm gonna carry because I'm gonna carry on debating it, bro. Because listen, China said earlier, right? Yeah, China said earlier that when you go out as a mixed race child, you will still be classed.
Yeah,
as
you
black.
are.
You're not saying that, bro.
but-
So listen. So
Are you
why
mixing two
can't I'm
things?
gonna ask?
No, but you-
No. I'm gonna ask again.
I'll tell you
Don't
why.
filter. I'm gonna ask again.
I'll tell you why.
Why can't
I be a leader.
a black man have a white woman?
Wow.
Have a mixed race?
Wow.
And lead.
And that guy could have a leader.
And lead the way for black people. You get me?
Because-
if mixed race children are classed,
Because if
why
every
not?
black person follows him and goes with a white woman,
Like you.
eventually there's no more black men.
Okay.
Mixed race people are classed as black, though, I like.
No, of course no. But you say
Understand,
that.
Shep?
Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. Okay, can I say something?
We're just lying to black people.
Can I say something? Yeah. Can I say something? Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Cool. But what I'm going to say is, yeah, that what you're doing is exactly what they don't want. Yeah. You're a leader, very influential, very. You know what I mean? Very people gonna follow you.
Big up my black women,
yeah.
though. You get me same way. Big
And
up
then-
my black women. I
and
love
then
you all.
you could have
Big up,
uplifted.
mommy.
You could have uplifted a black queen, but you chose not to. So then everyone that grows up, yeah, the next generation of people, they're going to look at you, and the young people, they're going to want to emulate you. And this is the thing about, and this is why you said you was like, oh, they can be like, and this is what they don't want, because ultimately they really want to see black families and the black unions and the communities. So of course your offspring of your child, Pan-Africanism mindset says that they're part of the black community. Of course they are. I recognize them, but you still had to go and commit the first sin, as they would have said.
But even though I'm mixed race, I've never been with a white woman.
Huh? No, because, bro, you're not mixed race, you're black. Told you about this.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's a choice.
You had to tell me you're mixed race.
It's a choice. No, but it's a choice. You said as a dual heritage individual,
You can pick.
I can pick.
Yeah.
Now, again, and I'll reiterate what I said earlier,
Yeah.
it is down to choice. And about picking. It's what's good for me.
No, that goes back to the individualist mindset.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. So when I say you're pro-black thing, I don't agree with it.
No, but you see yourself as
Purely
black,
based on the
though.
fact because I see
You see, because if you saw yourself as more white,
I'm a black man. Don't get me wrong.
no, but I'm saying you see yourself as black, yeah.
And
Even
my
though,
choices are towards my black.
yeah.
Right?
You could have
Remember
had
that?
choices towards white people. That's fine.
Yeah, but I don't think still can because I still do.
See,
that lovely side of me. I do like that side. That side of me and this side makes me the person I am. So I get the best of both worlds. Where if you've got someone who comes from a single parents family, black, yeah, unfortunately he's only going to have one mindset from one side. Whereas I've got the fighting struggle from the white side that helps me to believe, to put into my kids. And they are mixed as well.
look, Pat, for me, yeah.
But the black
For
side's
me,
very hard.
it's not a black or white thing. It's a culture thing. And I probably wanted to say that earlier on, but we'd just be stuck on the black and the white thing. For me, it's a culture thing. So on the face of it, you see two black people and you would think, two black people on the face of it, dating, it should work. But if one is African, for example, from Nigeria, and one is, Caribbean from Jamaica, these are two complete cultural
You'd be ridiculed for that.
Yeah.
No, but even
in a Caribbean community, if they see one African with a,
this is why my point about
pro-black.
Yeah, and this is exactly, and this is why my point about this pro-black thing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, and it's mad, yeah, because you see, like, obviously the Rastas, Mama Africa, innit?
Yeah.
Mama Africa, sorry. No, but it's no filter in it. Mama Africa.
Nah, but she's definitely one here now, bro.
Yeah, man, Barry White, man.
Obviously, Mama Africa in it, but it's mad though, bro, because like you see, it's like what Shep just said though. You'll see, like, you get me. That is a big.
Wait, tell a Jamaican he looks Gambian.
So I think
It's mad.
I think
When you Rastas with Mama Africa, bro.
I think when you date, when you date outside of your race, you need to think more importantly about culture difference. Okay, and this is what I think people don't think enough. Even in if two black people, like I said, if you're Caribbean or if you're from Africa, or if two white people, an English person and a Polish person are completely different. On the face of it, two white people.
You're just going to see two white people.
Yeah, of course. And you think, it should, but
until you find out, then you start following.
Yeah.
Then you're individual.
Okay, so culture, and I think this is what we should focus on. I think we should focus more on culture.
Yeah, bro.
I think we should focus more on the cultural differences because, like you said, there's a lot. See, a lot of times, there's cultural crossovers, like with the Asian community,
Indian, Pakistani.
Or even with Africa.
No, but I'm just saying.
Or even that African, like how they, with their elders and stuff like that. Like Spanish community, Italian communities, family unit. So there's different communities where you can sometimes integrate and you can kind of get together. But I think the biggest thing you need to think about is culture. So as a black man, right, if you pick a white woman and you had a black mother, you have to ask yourself, okay, for me, for example, I had an African mother. Like nothing that, great has been raised by African mother, but if I picked an English woman, my child wouldn't have an African mother. He or she wouldn't have the upbringing that I had. Now, how important is the upbringing that you had? It depends how important what you was given to you and if you want to follow it, if you want to follow it through. So sometimes, his issues he's going to have to go through, you didn't have to go through. Like, you didn't have to go through. His identity things that, like what you said, the things that people are going to have to say to him, it's going to be different. So I just think people should think about that more than about race.
Yeah, the culture things.
Like race don't, because you don't even know, you're Muslim, he's Muslim, you're not Muslim, these things.
Unless you asked. Unless you asked them. You don't even know that.
But with the culture thing, for me personally, I feel like the culture thing's a bit lost. Now, I value culture. Like, bro, I'm not English in it, like, inherently. I'm not born here. So for me, culture's a big thing where I'm from, who I am as a black man. But, especially in England, have we lost the black culture then? Because it's a mixed culture now.
Yeah.
Where we're a little bit, everyone's a little bit of everything. Like, you see a white youth, my man's basically black.
But I think you're, whatever your...
That's a big fact though, G.
Whatever your ethnicity is, keep some of that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. Don't lose that.
Don't lose touch with that.
This is my whole point.
But the community don't allow you to.
So this is my whole point. No, it's bigger than the community. The community is the issue, but it's the individualism in the community. So
they've got to change.
We need to be teaching culture to young people that are around us and our children, but we don't do that. But we want the black community to thrive. Yeah, but bro, it doesn't make sense.
All right, then say so. Can you really teach? Because wherever we're born or wherever we're placed, bro, that's our kind of culture, innit? Like, if a white boy obviously we're from a predominantly black. If a white, like, look at us, you get me? He's grew up around us. His culture's kind of like the Caribbean culture. You get me? Like, yeah.
Forget the area though. You need to think of my family, bro.
Nah, no, I know. But yeah, as well. You get, yeah.
Forget even.
But he would be asked by a black man. He wouldn't believe he was black.
Yeah,
you know how many times I've been offended?
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, but he has to understand, like, if he goes up to a black man that doesn't know his culture, he knows that he's not black man. Like, he might have, do you get what I'm saying to you? And this is, do you get me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but he'd have to.
Like, you know, face value.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't judge people.
It comes down to
People's own individual perceptions of people.
Because it's crazy, because I've got, I had an Asian bedroom. We don't really talk like that no more.
why not?
We just don't talk like that no more. But
big shout out to Max Bridget.
but like, I would more sort of associate him with like the black culture, bro, and it's only because
he's brought up around that.
He's brought up around us. You get me? And like,
do you think then, based
but
on
obviously I'm not calling him that, bro. But I'm saying I would more associate him with us. Like, you get me? I ain't really obviously until his later years. You get me? Like, I seen him around more like the Asian side, but when we was growing up, we were more associating with like more the black culture.
I think you should be allowed to be who you want to be as an individual. Yeah. Because what you're trying to do is implement that. No, actually, you look like that, so you belong there. You look like that, so you belong there. But if you're from an area and you're learning culture,
it's complicated.
It's complicated because
that's what I meant.
You can't put them over there because they're only going to know what they know.
That's what I meant. Though,
but does that mean that
the area thing with the culture?
No, it's
you know what I mean?
It's individuals. So therefore, just
this one. So at home, as black, say as black parents at home, how would you go about empowering your child or educating your child on black culture if the outside culture doesn't push black culture anyway? Then are we stuck in that way?
I think if you're Caribbean, you should be teaching them everything that from your Caribbean history that you know. If you're African, depending on where you are in Africa, if you have still strong roots to it, if you're first, second generation, whatever, you should be focusing on that. And then that's really what you instill into the person. Then they go on into whatever culture that is the society that they live in.
If you're black, like I said earlier, if you're African, you're Caribbean, it stems from the acceptance that you are one people. That's the community. That's what you're looked at.
Yeah. As a community,
you're black. As a community, you don't know if my man's from Ghana, you're from Nigeria, you're by the way.
Exactly.
I mean, if you got a Jamaican next to someone that's from Trinidad, you go, you're a small islander. You're one people.
Yeah, but this is,
and that's why we can't be pro-black.
For Pac and to kind of summarize everything up here, somebody asked, is the pro-black movement essential in achieving racial equality, or does it promote racial division?
It promotes racial division.
It does, man.
Listen,
big racial division.
It is essential. It is essential, but we're not using it how it's meant to be used.
We're not using it correctly.
So give it a mic. We'll put that. So basically,
so everyone just answer one by one to close it out.
So what was asked is the pro-black movement essential in achieving racial equality, or does it promote racial division?
It's a pro-black movement essential in achieving racial equality.
She can't hear you because Carlos Stephen there.
No, I just have to take things in more than once to make sure I answer right.
Is the pro-black movement essential in achieving racial equality?
Yeah.
Right? Or does it promote racial division?
In my opinion, it is essential. But like my man said, we're not utilising it. So we're not even united as a race because I'm not black enough. He's not black enough. You're not black enough.
You're all black enough to you, man.
Yeah, but that's to you. And then that's, I've got my own nan, my Bayesian nan. I'm not black enough.
Yeah.
None of my dad's kids are apparently because we're all light. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I think it is essential, but it promotes more division.
Well, it's used to promote.
It's a catch-22. Yeah, we're not using it right.
What are you telling me, Carlos? What you reckon?
Definitely, because the narrative's pushed as pro-black. You can't like. Sorry, I know you like keep hearing it, but like, yo, this how it's pushed in it. Like, yo, you can't date outside your race. It's creating racial division, bro. You get me? I like what Pac said.
Or would you say that strictly because of if they was to say it's all right to date a white woman, you'd be happy? Would you be happy?
Yeah, of course.
But it is all right to date a white woman. So you're basing your opinion just on
Just on how the way that bro, no, because like the way that's how they pushed out this word. That's the narrative that they're pushing, bro.
I like that
thing. That's how they pushed it, bro. That's all I've heard about it, bro. It's like, oh, you can't date a white woman.
No,
you can't do.
Bro, that's not. You know what it is.
That's all I've heard.
That's not what you've heard about. That's just that's what you don't like. See, you know what it is. See, that's one of the things that black men hate to hear. They can't date because you have because you have a choice, right? We all pick who we want to. Yeah. So when you go and listen. All right.
But for those that are pushing your movements, it's not gonna be accepted.
All right, cool. Listen to this, yeah.
You can't say, oh, by the way, yeah, you can love who you want to love, but I tell you what, though, don't bring her over here.
No, listen.
Well, like, that's
listen. All right, cool.
That's
cool.
It's the same thing.
You're basing everything off your own individual personal preferences.
No, I'm not, bro. Because how can I be basing it off my individual preference, man? When it's been pushed on, like that, I never created the word pro-black, did I? Did I create the word pro-black? I didn't say, oh, they're saying, yo, the word pro-black is you can't date outside your base. Yo, it's some gated community. We've had conversations about this.
Historically, then, do you think that people fighting for the pro-black movement has achieved equality?
No,
bro.
Wow, do you realize all the people that have fought before, all historically? Wait, bro. No. I need to say something.
Because where's the
Bro, the fact that you are not in shackles and chains right now, bro. The fact that you are here right now, me, all of us, the man that are here, yeah. The people have had to fight. No, wait, hold on. No, because this is the problem. We are selfish, yeah? Today's generation are selfish. We would not ever do the things that the previous generation did in order for us to have the freedoms that we have. I wasn't born in this country, bro. I came here because my father, in a village where we come from, small, in the middle of race, he raised himself up, became a diplomat, became educated, 2 PhDs, and came to this country. We were the first generation and through my father, yeah, he brought so many people over to this country. So it's like this mentality that we have, you don't understand. We are only here because of the people that came before us. So when we come here, we don't get to be like, you know what, fuck it. We made it a promise that I can fuck all the white bitches I want, so I've made it. That's not I made it, bro.
Your culture's different to the Caribbean.
No, but I'm saying, how is equality? No, but how is equality just sleeping with white women? That's not what we want. We ask for real things. Whenever we speak about reparations, about real things in the black community, all they ever want to do is throw white women at us. We don't want white women.
No.
We want the real things within our community and the real issues. So that's all I'm saying, bro.
But if you can't get on...
If the pro-black thing was such a problem, you would have come with more problems than just the whole dating the white woman thing.
I know.
There'd be real...
My love is snow bunnies.
Issues.
If it ain't snowing, I ain't going.
I mean, that's the case.
Take the dating out of the equation.
How can I do that when that's how it's been pushed on?
No, but it's not just the dating.
That's how it's been pushed on. That's how it's been pushed on.
Yeah, bro, but listen, I'm not.
That's how it's been pushed on, bro. Don't do that, bro.
But you're so.
You get me?
The reason why you're so passionate about it, yeah, is because when they put in.
No, bro, that's where you're wrong.
No,
it's not my situation at all, bro.
Listen,
it's not, bro.
Your baby mum's white, bro. It's your situation.
Well, that's what making me think.
Listen. One point say.
That's fine. His son's black though. But to me, your son is black. So I'm saying this. Your son can lead the community, but because we've had so many mixed race leaders.
Yeah, no, but if he stands there with a white woman, he can't.
It's dead.
So this is what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Right? I'm just saying. Yeah, you're all but I don't be one of them already. And this is where you're going wrong.
Old school black people are
yes.
already.
So, but my point being is when you're looking at pro-black, you have to get your own community right before you can come out with shit.
Exactly, yes.
Sorry, Shep. That's what you said, bro. That's where you're wrong, though, bro, because you come at me wrong there, bro. And I'm saying it, bro. You come at me wrong. You know why you come at me wrong? Because that's not everything because as people, bro. Because wait there. Here we go. As people, it's not just about the white woman thing. And fuck that. Scrap that. Yeah. No, yeah, scrap that. Take that. Yeah, it's not just about that, bro. Yo, why are we screaming this pro-black thing and we're not working together as black people? Yeah. And I did say that at the beginning. I said that at the beginning, and I'm back.
When you can't get your own community right.
Yeah, and I'm back to my
question. Do you agree with that?
But
No, I agree with what he's saying.
But he's
because-
saying about. So why do you think that the black community aren't working together?
Because black people are very do as I say and not as I do.
As long as I'm good.
That's how I was raised, and I think, and the mad thing is now my son's new generation. I'm raising him the same way with my dad's old school. Like, you get me? Like my son, I know what my son likes already.
Bro,
He likes girls, and he likes white girls.
It goes back to what China was saying as well. Like, I was raised by a family, bro. I was raised by aunties, uncles, family friends, cousins, my mom, whoever. There was a group of black people that raised me. Nowadays, a kid that's 10, 11, 12, it's just him and his mum. And if his mum's white, then you ain't going to be a
if
black
she's
man, is he?
struggling, then the child's on the street.
Yeah, facts.
Because the community in there.
But like what China said, don't focus it. We need to focus more on the culture thing because obviously, like, going back to like the Irish, like the Irish side of things, they kind of went through the same struggles as we did. So we need to focus more on the you get me, on the culture thing. You get me,
Because we'll lose it.
Isn't our culture very don't date a white man, don't date a white girl?
Well, doesn't
That's our culture. That's how I've been raising him. Not raising him. Like,
Second
no,
one,
like that's how we are, innit? Don't date a white man, don't date a white woman.
Address internal issues within the black community. So when you like
If they
talking
did,
about we need to work on these problems,
Caribbeans will be getting on with
isn't that
Africans.
the reason why the ideology of pro-blackness is there?
Thank you. And here's the thing, right? I think this whole live podcast show is gonna show something that this is the
We
problem.
have a lot of
Like, because because it's like this is the black community, all right? This is us trying to have a conversation, yeah? And we have been so focused on the word pro-black versus the actions of what being pro-black
Should be,
is
yeah.
and uplifting and what it is. And we've got so focusing on dating outside of your race first, like not trying to stop anyone from dating
Missing the
outside the
concept.
race, but you're missing the concept that when you look into the mirror and you date outside and you choose a woman that is not from yours, then what are you saying to yourself?
But China,
Wait,
you're like
1%.
You're like 1% of how many people that are coming at it. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
I agree.
just
with you,
come
bro.
differently.
Yeah,
But you know what it is? Do you know what I'm gonna do it like this? Because I know.
People ain't
No, do you know why, bro? Because a lot of times people, I'm not gonna say they can't articulate themselves, but a lot of times they, bro, it's gonna come out in emotion. So what I'm simply trying to say is, like, a lot of the times, not with you, some men, black men, it comes from self-hate, okay? It comes from self-hate within themselves. In order for them to see themselves as successful within this world, they need to have
That's institutionalized.
institutionalized, yeah?
Successful people are white.
And every time you see a successful black man, what does he have next to him?
White woman.
Okay, so then what does it say? In order for me to be successful and go into these rooms, like, I need to have a white woman, right? But when Richie Sunak goes in these rooms and a lot of these other Asian names, they take their Asian woman. When these white Englishmen, they don't feel as if. So what?
if I'm mixed race, I'm entitled to.
What do you mean?
If he's mixed
So
race,
is that a white woman?
Oh, you're black, man.
He just said, I can have the. But you said it's okay.
No, you can.
Because.
But guess what happens when you do
But
that?
I predominantly go for what I get recognised as.
No, because then when we have, when you do that, all you do is what every other black man has done. You're not special. Oh, so when it's like, but if you go into the Houses of Parliament and you go and pick a black woman with dreads or something,
I ain't going nowhere.
that is not being done.
nah, you know what's mad though? You know what's mad?
Do you get me?
I think if you're mixed race, and you go into establishment like the House of Parliaments with a white woman, you're white.
Yeah.
If you're mixed race and you're going with a black woman with dreads, you're black.
Yeah.
No, I've got.
Yeah.
So what?
So either way, black's wrong. That's what we say. Either way,
I'm just.
Our community.
No, I'm just.
don't help each other.
No,
That's what I'm saying. The community we're not one race.
no, but
to move forward.
Do you know how much? Sorry to cut you off, China, because I know you're trying to stress your thing, bro. But you know how powerful we would be as people, bro.
If we united as
I
a
know
race.
that's a very cliche thing to say, bro, but it's the truth, bro. You get me?
No, it's not.
That's what
It's not cliche. Some of the things that we're doing now, right? This is working together because this is going to cause the conversation, right? And at the end of the day, the one thing I'm trying to bring it back is we should take it away from, the dating outside your race per se and focus more on the fact that it's cultural differences, and
we can't be one.
And do you get me, Like there's lots of white women that integrate into cultures, Caribbean cultures and African cultures, and they become like this has been seen before. It's nothing new. But what tends to happen is a lot of people, man, whatever, they'll go have babies with these girls and they just leave a baby with them and they leave a black child there with no culture, being raised by white. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And then you get a lot of these kids. they grow up and then they don't have to do their hair. They get bullied. You know the kids with the baked beans on the face, the side of the face, blood. The ones they look like they bite. They look like they bite, blood. You know what I mean? Something like they bite.
Yeah, green boogers.
Yeah.
Chicken defense.
Not yours, why you?
Talk about me. Chicken nuggets, beans, and all that.
Yeah, my son.
What yellow? What's that yellow dinner?
So I'm saying so.
Spaghetti and mashed potato.
No.
But do you cook your son Caribbean food though?
He's autistic. He's got a sensory eating
Okay,
disorder.
so yeah,
I
okay.
tried.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. My son don't eat anything.
So what you're saying in China, black culture's done with them then? Carl, what can
What can they do?
you,
They can't
yeah,
do
what
that.
can you do?
If they
But
can't
that's a
teach
huge part
because
of the
they're not in the position, because they'll have to choose what they want to choose. So how does he then progress himself to do the same to his children if he...
I just deeped it. But if you know what, if we actually had a black community and we're
That
actually
would
doing stuff
help.
for each other, then there'd be
Yeah.
somewhere.
It wouldn't be a
for-
problem.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an issue.
I mean,
This is where I said about the powerful thing, bro. Do you get it? Like, you get me? If we work together, do you get what I'm saying?
Get
Like,
that
we
right
don't work
first, and then we can
together,
talk
bro.
about the
So
pro-black.
thing goes out the window, bro.
But remember,
Until we come to the solution.
Remember, okay, so the reason why we had to have pro-black is because we have been historically been persecuted against, bro. Like, look at the black history, like literally. So these things that we have we didn't have them because we was living our best life and we said, you know what, man, we've been killing it so long, the white people know it. Let's just do some more pro-black so we can just... No, we did it because a lot of the pro-black movements, the Black Panthers, a lot of the things, they were sparked off to save our lives, bro. Like during the KKK and a lot of those... No, like these things... So
They were a community, they brought the community.
no, but so when I'm talking about the word pro-black, I'm saying take it away from that. But if you think about where it stems from, these were all things that were stemmed to help us, to give us freedoms, okay? So
why is it just a hashtag now? Why is it not helping? Why is it just a hashtag? That's my thing.
It's not like it was then.
I'm on your side, bro. I'm on your side of the
It's just
fence.
different.
I think
They'll never come to pass it.
I think
That's what frustrates me.
I think after 2020, with the BLM protests and all that types of stuff, I think it took the pro-black, what it was meant to be pro-black, I think it took a new meaning, new word. Like, and I never supported that. I've never marched. I've never hashtagged. I've
black
never done.
screen on it.
Even like justice. They said justice for peace and things like that.
But I just
Even
think,
like my cousin Kingsley.
but I just wanted to get back to the thing that is being, putting your community first, wanting self-preservation,
community.
loving yourself, loving your skin color, loving your people. It does not make you a racist. It doesn't make you, like hate another community. And I will put this out to any white man, Englishman that let me say something. Do you realize the single white male, heterosexual male, Christian male is one of the most persecuted people?
Yeah, that's bro.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah, come on,
Are
bro.
you aware of that? Do you know why? Let me tell you why. Because the Englishman, or the guy I just described to you, he's been in this country his whole life. He has heritage here, generations here. And he's witnessed his country change, okay? And he wants to say some things. He may not like it. Anytime he says anything, he's labeled a racist, okay? He's labeled a racist, even though he is in his country, all right? Now, if he says that he is pro-white and he's pro for his people, I have no problem with that. I know it depending on where it comes from, it puts a bad taste in people's mouth because they think of, racism and what have you not, and, people burning black people. No, but a white man being pro for their people is fine because he's white. Why would he be pro-black? Why? It don't even make no sense. Like, imagine this. So a white man being pro-black is as dumb as you being pro-white.
No,
Like,
because bro,
because why?
her nan's white and she's pro-black and I know pro-black white men. So where nan's from, it don't make sense.
I'm saying, why would you be? Her nan has black kids.
Try to be pro-white.
But I'm saying by that action that her nan did, she was pro-black because she gave birth to black kids. She doesn't have white kids no more. You might call them mixed race, but but I'm saying, so that makes her pro-black. But you going out there and saying, I'm campaigning for white issues because, the people are going to look at you. But they're going to tell you go.
Yeah, of course.
They're going to tell you go campaign for Congo.
Might be the black man for different reasons.
Yeah, I get
That's what I'm saying.
But my thing is
That's
like
what I'm just
this.
saying. It's
You see,
like
my whole
preference,
angle is
individuals.
overall, bro, is we want to do the whole black community thing. But
Yeah.
for me, a multicultural community does more for young black people than black people do. So it's
You'll have
great
Asians doing
saying,
more for black kids.
this is what I'm saying,
Then you'll have
People, he said
pro-white, pro-this, pro-that, because
multicultural.
these people, bro, will give more to our youth than we give to our own fucking youth.
Why do you believe if I have a why do you believe if someone has a baby with a white person, they will give more to their kid than if you have a baby with a black person?
I don't believe that.
You just said that.
Saying that other cultures.
Why?
When
in
you
our
got
own
these day
communities.
centres in the ghettos, when you got all these centres, mentors, predominantly they come from other cultures than our own. We don't have that many black mentors.
Our best teachers, bro.
That's fine. But we don't have to. We don't have to breed with them.
No, but my point being is that
If
They can teach us.
If we're not gonna uplift ourselves, what the fuck are we just
No,
gonna
but
stagnate?
here's the thing. The reason we're not uplifting ourselves because we're uplifting other communities. This whole thing, and it'll keep coming back round to say, if you are not putting your soul,
the fitting.
energy into your community, how can you really be for it? And this is why people talk about being pro-black, because ultimately, if you care about your community, you're going to do everything you possibly can to enrich that. You're going to put them first. And go to Chinese communities, bro. You don't have this problem. You're not going to, you are not seeing, you're not seeing people in the Chinese community dating outside of their culture, their race, at the rate that you see anything. You're not seeing anyone in the Asian. Of course, people do it.
Even when
My
they
bedroom
do,
said that
even
the
when they
other
do,
day
they hide
about
it.
the child.
I've said I know Indians.
Okay.
I know Indians that have married black, but only because they've been professional.
It's a big deal, though.
No, but what I'm saying is,
But it's a big
you can
thing.
get married. Look at Drake. Drake's Jewish, yeah? And he's one of the biggest artists in the world, yeah? So what I'm trying to say to you is, no, but you can do that, yeah? But what we're speaking about is there's not that many Drakes, bro. So I'm saying to you, so you can be and do that, bro, but it's just slightly different. That's what I'm trying to say. So, with everything that we'll be speaking about today, we just need to be able to have conversations that we know that we have problem in the black community, yeah? And we have to talk. And we need to, it comes down to community and fixing communities. Whether or not you're with a white woman or not, you should be married to that woman and be building that family so your kid sees you together and says, you know what, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to be
like dad.
Be like dad.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. And the reason why most people break up tends to be cultural or other differences, relationship differences, right? So it just comes down to, again, people need to probably think about the choices that we make within the people that we lay down with.
That's what I said to you, says your African culture, when it comes to parenting, is a lot deeper and stronger.
But can't we work with that though? But can't we?
And the Caribbean in a whole.
No, but this is what I'm saying. A lot of Caribbeans dismiss the African thing. So you see what you're saying? Obviously, bro, it's systematic. As much as I'll say, it's all nonsense, bro, we know it's systematic, innit? Black people have been divided, bro. For some reason, we were taken from Africa to the Caribbean, but Caribbean people don't see themselves as Africans. It's the same as Somalians saying they're not African.
I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I hate that. Them Somali. You know what? Next time the feds do want to side you Somali people, don't be coming to us people to be marching for you like that. You see what happened?
Actually, you know what, bro? I'm pro everyone in it, so
no,
marching for them, man.
I'm not,
you don't think you're black, you're black in it.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
The reason's good, man. You march.
To summarise this podcast,
Yeah.
Are you pro-black or are you pro everyone?
I'm pro me. I love it.
Man, hit
Everybody. Everybody. I love everybody.
Man, hit them with the All Lives Matter.
What's that? Pro-black or pro-everyone? I'm pro-everyone, bro. I just love people, bro. I'm pro-everyone, man.
I say it loud. I say it proud. Yeah, man. I'm black and I'm proud, man.
Yes.
So what? I'm not black and proud.
You asked me. I had to hit him with that, black.
I'm just gonna, yeah. You know, innit?
Yo, this is.
I'm also black and proud.
Yeah.
Sorry, 3/4 black and proud. Yeah.
Or pro-everyone.
I'm pro me, bro. I'm mixed race. No. I am pro-black. I'll always be pro-black. And I would love to live my life pro-black. But the fact of the matter is I have no country of origin, no point of origin. I'm dual heritage. If they say pick a side, there is no side. So I've got to be pro.
One question for you.
Yeah.
You said that you're pro-black.
Yes.
What do you do for the black community?
Raise my black king to be better than the ones I've met.
That is it.
That's individualism, though.
That's what I'm doing for the community.
Yeah, that's what you do for the community.
No, it's not.
That's it. No, you can't. You know what?
That's his community.
You know what? You know what? I'll disagree with that, yeah? Because you know what? One of the most important things a woman can do is raise
a good black man.
a good black man.
So when he's older,
yeah.
he can then
So
do
it might be
again and over and
individual,
over
but
again.
if he raises she raises a good black man, and then for example, they raise a good black daughter.
Yeah.
They're gonna be up together
We're gonna get into this in a second.
and create a good black family.
This podcast right there.
No, I'm not.
Not gonna have a black daughter.
No, because of the way that the narrative's pushed out.
So wait there.
You're against it.
No,
You're not against it.
no, but I'm just not pro-black. I'm for me, bro.
Yeah.
So wait there. If there was a party, yeah.
No. For me, bro. That's going in. No more questions. I'm for Carlos, bro. I'm for me.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, I'm for me. That's it.
Obviously, we're gonna leave it open to discussions for the public, for people, and then I feel like this is something that we're gonna come back to
Yeah, for sure. We got this got to be spoken on a lot more.
because I feel like it's a lot deeper than. Like,
Yeah, we just touched the surface.
you know what it is? We've just touched the surface with this conversation.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's going to be people that's going to want to come on to even talk about this even more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're going to leave this one open for discussion.
Yeah. That was dope, guys. That was actually a great session, man. Really enjoyed that.
Dope, man.
We need to do it again for sure.
I'm not going to lie. It's so hot in here.
So, Pac, give them the outro then.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. It's been the Unfiltered podcast with our lovely guests. We've had a great...
No filter.
No filter.
How can you forget the one?
I know.
Well, don't we get to shout out our platform and that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you for watching. This has been the No Filter podcast with myself, pac.tj on Instagram.
Shep Baroni. Shep for all my mixed race people.
My name is Chyna, the man name's voice. Just call me the Black Panther, Mr. Wakanda. Make sure you go subscribe to my channel on YouTube. My name is Chyna, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok.
My name's Niki. I don't really care if you follow me or not. Follow the podcast, No Filter, because I just don't give a shit because you're not going to, so follow the podcast.
Big Karlito. Follow No Filter podcast thing. Karlito_1991 on Insta. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, you had that script written down?
Yeah.
You know, it's